Family, welcome to the Nirvana rabbit hole. We are going into the album entitled Nevermind. If you want the entire album breakdown, join us in the Patreon. Would you mind? The link for that will be in the description below. And if not, just do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the hype button if that option is available, and tell me in the comments below preemptively if Nirvana is the kind of energy you are here for. Family, I love you. Thank you for your support. And as always, stay balanced. Back to the video.
Polly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first.
Damn.
Think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch.
Yo, when he said Polly wants a cracker, did any of you think that, like, you know, of course I'm thinking like parrot, the thing that a parrot repeats, you know? And, you know, come to find out he's just objectifying some woman that he thinks of as like a pet. You know, let's go back again.
Polly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first.
That's cold.
Think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. Here's a knee, have a seat. Let me clip dirty wings. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself.
Yo. First of all, I'm wondering when the beat is gonna drop. I don't know if the beat is gonna, you know, you guys might, you know, I'm hoping the beat drops because this beat is very, it's very basic. It's kind of hollow. It's just kind of this acoustic, doom 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 doom, and so, you know, it's just that. But do you kind of hear what it sounds like, right? The ego is putting up a fight. It doesn't want to just die because you've had this realization, right? There's a fight to be had. It's an uphill climb. The Christian mystics call this sanctification. It's the journey, right? It ends at death. You're never going to be awake all of the time unless you are like the Dalai Lama. You have butterflies, like, you know, orbiting around your skull in some temple somewhere. I think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. It says, isn't me. Have a seed. Isn't me is what the ego says. It's the us versus them. Isn't me, isn't me, isn't me. So when you say isn't me, everything is utilizable as an object, right? The dirtiest part, though, is let me clip your dirty wings. The dirtiness is offensive to me. And so in order to make you less offensive to me, I'm going to cut something which is necessary to you, which is essential to you. When you clip the wings of a bird, it no longer flies. But it's like, oh, your wings are dirty. I don't like, that's offensive. I'm going to clip them, right? It's a very egocentric narrative thus far. Let's continue.
Dirty wings, let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself. Got some rope, haven't told. Promise you, haven't true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself.
And he says, promise you have been true. Like everything is so hollow. You know what I mean? And maybe that matches the beat. I mean, listen, we are a minute into a song which is only 3 minutes long, and the beat hasn't dropped yet, right? And maybe we are getting a sense of the emptiness, right? Everything is so transient. Promise you have been true, you know, got some rope, haven't told, you know, it's just this, it's this very mundane thing without any real meat to it. I think maybe that's the point.
Want some help, please myself. Polly wants a cracker. Maybe she would like some food. She asked me to untie her. She's very nice for a few. Isn't me, haven't seen.
Guys, what does that mean? He says Polly wants a cracker, right? Which means he's still in this mode of objectifying this human being. Maybe she would like some food. And isn't that what we say about pets when we don't know necessarily what's ailing? It's like, I ask my wife, like, hey, have you fed the dog yet? You know, in the morning, you know. Uh, but it's you know, when you're not deeply interested in a person, when you're more fascinated with yourself, when you're more into, you're just like, okay, what do you want in order to continue being what I need you to be, right? It's just very, you know, dismissive, right? She asked me to untie her. A chase would be nice for a few. So it's like, yeah, there's this emptiness, but it's like, yeah, okay, you know, I guess, you know, anything to keep things from getting too mundane. You guys hear this?
You isn't me, haven't seen. Let me clap dirty wings. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself. Got some rope, haven't told. Promise you, haven't true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself.
Guys, I'm going to say it right now. This isn't my favorite song on this album sonically by a long shot. But the brilliance is it's not supposed to be. I think that repetitiveness is supposed to get under your skin. Like the ego doesn't have much to offer, right? As opposed to objectifying things and causing this sense of longing. Look at anything. By things, I mean sensory objects, physical objects, mental objects like thoughts. All of them come attached to a sense of longing. They are only there to fulfill goals. And so when you're completely egocentric, everything, including human beings, you see human beings from a third person perspective, forgetting that they have a first person narrative just like you. Yeah, this song to me is very deep, though sonically it obviously isn't my favorite of the songs from Nevermind.
Cut yourself, want some help, please myself. Polly says her back hurts. She's just as bored as me. She called me off my guard. Amazes me the will of instinct. Isn't me, haven't seen. Let me clip dirty wings. Let me take a ride.
So he says, Polly says her back hurts. It's funny that when the back hurts, she's still Polly. And maybe Polly is the woman's name, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the Polly want a cracker, you know, the poetic implication is very clear. You know, this woman hasn't been humanized despite her obvious problems, her obvious longing. He's failing to identify with her.
Cut yourself, want some help, please myself. Got some rope, haven't told. Promise you, haven't true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself.
Oh man, that one was crucial, buddy. What are you talking about? Lord have mercy. Guys, what's interesting is, you know, of course, I'm a Christian mystic. I have to bring to light, you know, something in the scripture. I think it says, a man who visits a harlot wants the crust of the bread, right? Something like that, right? Let me see. Let me check with the oracle, right? Pardon me for just a second. Is there a scripture that compares, you know, visiting a harlot with wanting the crust of the bread?
Yes, actually. In the book of Proverbs, there's a vivid metaphor about this. Proverbs 6:26 says, "For by means of a harlot, a man is reduced to a piece of bread."
Yeah, and so what it means is that, you know, instead of fulfilling your short-term desires, right? God or the whole wants to introduce you to a fascinating thing. It's like what you could have is like a wife and children. It's like, oh, that seems like too much responsibility. I just want sex. I want the momentary pleasure. But that leaves you empty, just like that song. It's like, you start to just objectify things. You don't know the difference between an object and a subject. Everything is just there to serve this egoic illusion, which is never full. Guys, sorry if I sound preachy, but the message behind this album is very, very deep to me. We're going into territorial pissings, which is the next track. Continue to follow me, family. Until we meet again, stay balanced. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the hype button if that option's available, and join us on Patreon. Love you, family.